And if a lot of ladies know that, they should be able to kind of encourage the man to switch back.
That's what I'm saying.
Because when they switch off like that, the devil now tries to give them options.
It's something that they need to talk about, not just with themselves, but talking to experts, in the sense that it was while we were pregnant. I remember that.
Where we were?
Oh, that's what they say.
Okay.
That's what they say.
Okay, while we were pregnant. Oh, I like that. I didn't know. How do you mean, sir?
Both of us were expecting a baby. Is it not? Is it male?
Akika. Sorry, continue.
It was how I was pregnant that the doctor, you know. Oh my goodness.
We were pregnant. I wasn't pregnant. Don't tell me everything.
While I was pregnant,
because ladies, especially with the first child, they so love the pregnancy or have a baby coming. Sometimes we men feel that, wow, that's all she likes and wants, which is fine. But we feel unattended to at times.
See that the thing is, I think what happens is that when a couple is pregnant or expecting, they feel that it's only the woman that should learn about the pregnancy. I think both parties, husband and wife, need to read together, because pregnancies are different. There are no two pregnancies that are the same. As you're talking about pregnancy, when you're talking about family planning, why is it the woman that they say they should do this? Why can't the man go and do his own family planning and especially if it's permanent, go and cut his whatever? Why is it always the woman they're always telling to go and do?
I don't understand what you're saying. No.
Vax. There's a word they call it. That's like, don't be a vasectomy.
Vasectomy. She do what? We should tie what?
Your.
No, I don't understand. Look, I'm a child.
You're ready. You're ready. In front of the you're ready.
See, I don't know what you're talking about first. Is it to tie the thing that will produce this,
the
like
sperm?
That's fine.
And it's permanent.
I think the challenge is
about it. Don't mind for him, because we considered it.
No.
Yes, we did.
You see, as a pastor, I've counseled with a number of people. By the time I evaluated it, many people that got into adulterous relationships or distractions, it was that period. They were not themselves. And who wants to, overburden a woman that is pregnant or that is nursing a baby? You don't want to. So it's just like, so it's an innocent start, and then if you're not careful, the devil hijacks that. You find that you are distracted. So I just want people to be aware, whether it's your first child or second child or third child, pregnancy comes with its own additions, like, at the very root of it that is needed is the word discipline. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on your time zone. Welcome to Conversations with Yemi and Bimbo David. We believe our conversations has been a blessing to you one way or the other, right? So always like, always share, always subscribe, follow, whichever one, and let's know how these episodes have been a blessing to you. Today we're going to talk about pregnancies, marriage, sex, relationship, and we'll see where that takes us today. When you said it was like they should cut my thing, and that's not right. Why are you laughing? That's not right now. What God gave me, listen.
Oh my God. Yeah, speaking for somebody, don't worry. I won't expose you.
I think a lot of men need to be educated. If you explain to the man, they don't know. You're sounding like they should go and cut.
That's not what. Of course.
Anyway,
we digress, but it's part of it.
But I think men need to be more educated about if a woman explains, I know it's not easy because especially for the first pregnancy, to the man, you understand, but the woman needs to know what he's going through, so that he doesn't just abandon the man.
I also encourage men. When your wife is pregnant, there are so many things going on, and like I said earlier, it's unique to them. The men should also take that responsibility of learning themselves, because the woman doesn't have the time, what is going on in her mind is not even come and sit down, let's talk. No, she's trying to settle down. She's throwing up, she's not eating well, she has lost weight, so many things going on. So the man should also take that responsibility of, you know what, let me learn.
Okay.
So yeah,
I agree. I mean, I swear, it's a weakness for us men anyway, but I think it's better. And it doesn't mean you can't make love with your wife during pregnancy. We have to learn. Some of our friends have to explain to us.
Do you know that some wives are actually more sexually when they're pregnant? Do you know that?
Amen.
I do that. I'm not going to get pregnant again, so don't be
afraid. No, we're good. Thank God. Why did you say you're not going to get pregnant again?
Of course I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Amen. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We have to go on a break, please. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now. Okay, so welcome back to Conversations with Yemi and Bimbo David. I want to remind you to like, share, follow, subscribe, especially if it's been a blessing to you. And send us your feedbacks on how it's been a blessing to you or any other thing you would love to say. We've been talking about how certain things affect relationships, especially in marriage. And somehow, the pregnancy discussion has overtaken today's episode, which is good because it was, believe me, it was serious for us. The first, 3 years, I wasn't prepared for that. You just think your wife is pregnant and then everything continues, but that takes literally 2 years. So the awareness has to be there. So I'm not saying a man should wait for that 2 years before they get close to their wife. No, we're saying if you're aware, then you want to see how you ride that time. You can still have a great time of relationship, great time of lovemaking, great time, so that you don't allow the devil hijack it. That was the kind of experience we had. The enemy kind of wanted to hijack that period. It was God. It was God. Because
I think it was later we realized that, that's why that communication is good, learning is good, because we realized that we could have been more creative.
Yes. Yes.
With it. Yeah, because
and talk to other couples.
Yes.
I remember one of our friends, we had to just when they like a gathering, and I just mentioned it to my friend that this is it too, and then started laughing, and then started talking about how they were able to overcome their own hindrance, or and then there was that friend that now explained a creative way of going about it, and that creative way has been a blessing to us, whether in pregnancy or out of pregnancy. To God alone be all the glory. Abi? Please talk to people. A lot of people suffer in silence. Talk to your fellow co-husbands. Just talk to them, and you'll be surprised that you'll be lighter, you'll be better off than allowing Satan hijack that process. Some men literally, become hateful, They just hate their wives.
Even hate their child as well.
Yeah, especially if it's a pregnancy that they didn't plan for. And it's dangerous for the future of that child and that marriage. They hate the pregnancy, they hate the child, almost like you came to disrupt my finances, you came to disrupt our lovemaking. It's an unconscious thing, and you are emitting it daily. And the woman can pick it up, and the romance is strained, it's something that we must talk about, and we must be smarter than. Okay, and if you're listening, maybe you're in that same condition now, your wife got pregnant, like unexpected pregnancy, and you're not happy with her. But don't let it look like she's only to blame, Understand what we're saying and pick up joy and change the mood of the house. Celebrate that baby, because the way a man thinks about the baby affects the emotional makeup of that child.
Yeah.
Don't damage that child before the child comes to the world. Change the mood of the house. Celebrate the baby. It's a miracle. Some people are trusting God for the fruit of the womb.
Yeah.
Either first child or second child or third child, but you now have maybe a second one or a third or even a fourth one. Celebrate the child, celebrate the mother, and you must just be determined that the devil will not hijack this process. We must overcome evil with good.
Yeah, and also it will also help even those that are still in that process of, you just got married. Take your time, you need to talk about it. Are you ready? for some couples, they got pregnant too soon or too early.
It depends on what they agreed on.
Yeah, I know.
But knowing this
but
now
from
will
experience,
help.
we know that, because they are also trying to bond as a couple in a marriage.
Yes.
So we would, just think about it, that are we ready? If it's not time, because getting pregnant and having a baby means you can never be two again. As in, the family has formed, you're going to have children, and so sometimes it affects even the bonding of marriage, where the husband and wife are not as close as they should be, because it's a good thing, but they didn't give time. So you can just think about it, ask questions, and then it will inform that decision of when to even start thinking of getting pregnant.
But please, for the ladies especially, from my counseling sessions, while you're waiting, be careful the kind of contraceptive, is that correct?
Yeah.
You use, okay? Seek counsel, because some people in a bit to we're not ready, they were using some things, and now when they are now ready, everything in their system has been tampered with. And what was supposed to happen almost immediately, because they themselves unknowingly, they've tampered with their hormonal systems, everything has dabarooed,
Yeah, they should talk to a medical professional.
Please, don't, if possible, maybe you should avoid, because you don't know how your body is going to respond to it. You don't know. So you can use certain things that are safe, yet you wait, because I've had cases where some people's body didn't align back for like 5 years. 10 years, because a lot of things have been disrupted in the name of contraceptive waiting. So please, we're not saying you should not go and spoil the flow. That's something you can do that be safe while you're waiting. But I agree that just get married, the bonding time is key. Some people use 3 months, some people use 6 months. It depends on each couple. And there are some cases where there was already a battle in the family that you cannot have children, people are scared. I've had a case where in fact the dad was almost insisting that the lady must get pregnant before marriage. It was war. He said, and then the guy stood his ground, I'm not going to do that. So that kind of case now, when you get married, no, maybe you should not wait, so that you don't allow the devil now be, because the dad's challenge was the other siblings didn't have children. And he was aging, that kind of thing. And he thinks, any woman you're going to bring to this house, let us be sure that both of you can get pregnant. And it was war, but they won. I mean, I know of that particular case. But when they got married, I encouraged them, maybe you should not waste time. Just plan the bonding and the everything. And she got pregnant almost immediately. And they're still, in fact, they have like 2 or 3 kids now. So let's put those things in perspective.
Another thing that helps also is having people that can help. So when you give birth, if possible, it doesn't work for every family or in every case, but if you have your mom available, your mother-in-law, cousins, relatives that can come help, so that you can give time, even if it's just the first 3 months or some months after, having people around that can help, with the baby, will give the couple a lot of rest, time to get back together, or time for the woman to even rest. So if you have that, and that's what we can do for one another.
Don't lose your husband or wife because you have a baby or you have babies. It's something some of our parents mistakenly did. You find that the mother is close to the children, but she's not close to their dad, and they're still married. And if you're not conscious of that, you find that you are, instead of bonding with your husband, you are bonding with the baby, bonding with the children, and then you and your husband are just veering apart. And if Satan hijacks that process, the man is now closer to another lady. Before you realize what's happening, it's not, the family is not together anymore. We must be smarter. I hope this episode blesses you. I hope you watch this again. Please like, share, follow, send us your feedback, encourage us to continue with conversations. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.